Millennials are, of course, the future because they're a huge cohort, right? So 18 to 31, you've got about 70 million plus in this country that account for the millennial cohort. And they are at a life stage when they are trying to figure out who they are. And the power of the digital culture is such that they are really suffering an identity crisis. It is very different to form an identity in America today than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So knowing who they are is actually a crisis point for many of them. They live in a constant state of alumnihood. So what that means is they have friends that they have carried through their lives. So it could be somebody who is, they've gone to daycare with, and they're still connecting through Facebook or Twitter with those friends. And with that network online and then offline within their communities, they form tight bonds and tight connections with people to kind of give them a stronger sense of self. So they, more than other generations before them, will form bonds in community around lots of different topics and around lots of different kinds of people. And this is how they're figuring out who they are. I was invited to come down here to Carmel, Indiana, and the all-county chamber meeting to talk about will the future like Hamilton County? And the answer is that you had over 500 chamber members from all these different communities here today. You broke records in attendance because people wanted to figure out how they could collectively build a brighter future for Hamilton County. And so my answer to the question is, will the future like you? The answer's in this room. It's not, you don't look to government anymore. You don't look to political parties. You look to your neighbor. You look to the guy down the street who's, running an insurance company and the woman who is, running a landscaping firm. And this is how American cities and towns will rebuild their economies, by cooperation and collaboration.